secrets buried in time, mysteries whispered in the shadows. Welcome to Greatest Mysteries and Crime, where we unravel the enigmas of the past and dive deep into the dark unknown. Are you ready to explore what lies beneath the surface? Let's begin. It's late at night. The world is silent. The trees sway gently in the wind. Somewhere, a faint rustle stirs in the shadows. You feel an unease creep up your spine. To shake the silence, you whistle. But what if that simple act, a sound so innocent, was actually an invitation to something sinister? Around the world, countless native cultures share one ominous warning: never whistle at night. But why? What lies behind this eerie superstition? Tonight, we uncover the chilling truths, explore the myths, and delve into the science behind this global taboo. Let's begin. Throughout human history, whistling at night has been more than a casual habit. In many native cultures, it carries dark connotations, sometimes warnings of danger, other times invitations to the supernatural. What's fascinating is the universality of this belief, even among societies that have no connection to each other. In North America, for example, indigenous groups such as the Navajo warn that whistling in the dark attracts malevolent entities, including skinwalkers, shapeshifters that thrive on fear. The sound of a whistle, they say, mimics their call, bringing them closer. In Hawaii, there's a warning against whistling at night near the forest. This is said to summon the hukaipo, the spirits of the dead. Locals believe the spirits follow the sound, leading to dangerous encounters. Moving to Japan, the superstition takes a slightly different turn. Here, whistling after dark is thought to attract snakes, or worse, yokai, which are supernatural beings that bring misfortune. The association of whistling with yokai makes it a deeply ingrained cultural warning. In the Amazon rainforest, some tribes speak of the curupira, a supernatural guardian of the forest. It is said to use whistling to disorient hunters and lure them deeper into the jungle, where they may never return. Even in Africa, some communities hold beliefs about whistling after dark. It's said to disturb spirits or attract evil entities that dwell in the night. The most intriguing part is how these warnings, spread across different continents, share a common thread. Could it be pure coincidence? Or is there something deeper that ties these beliefs together? Let's explore further. To truly understand why whistling at night is feared, we must dive into the stories. These myths serve as warnings, but they're also windows into the cultures that created them. Take the skinwalker legend in Navajo culture. Skinwalkers are described as witches that can take the form of animals. Their presence is often marked by an unsettling whistle coming from somewhere nearby. Whistling at night, they say, invites these creatures to reveal themselves, or worse, to follow you. In Mexican folklore, we find the story of La Lechuza, a witch that transforms into a large owl. It's said that if you whistle at night, she might answer, but when you hear her whistle back, it's already too late. You've become her prey. Then there's the whistler of Venezuela, known as El Silbon. He's a ghostly figure carrying a sack of bones, wandering the countryside. His eerie whistle signals his presence. The closer his whistle sounds, the farther away he is. And when his whistle fades, he's dangerously close. The curupira from the Amazon is one of the most haunting examples. With backward-facing feet and a mischievous nature, this forest guardian uses whistling to confuse hunters, leading them deep into the woods, where they become hopelessly lost. These tales may sound like mere folklore, but they serve an important purpose. They're cautionary stories, often rooted in cultural values and survival instincts. Whistling at night becomes a symbol, a way to teach respect for the unknown and warn against crossing boundaries. Now, let's step out of the realm of myth and into the world of science. Why might whistling at night genuinely feel unsettling? First, consider sound propagation. At night, cooler air and reduced ambient noise allow high-pitched sounds like whistles to travel farther and feel sharper. This creates an eerie effect, especially in otherwise quiet surroundings. Next, there's evolutionary psychology. Humans are diurnal by nature. meaning our senses are less effective in the dark. Unfamiliar sounds, like whistling, trigger our fight or flight response because we can't immediately identify their source. There's also pareidolia, the brain's tendency to assign meaning to random stimuli. A distant whistle might be interpreted as a voice, a call, or even a warning, depending on your cultural background or current fears. Let's talk about confirmation bias. If you've been told whistling at night is dangerous, your brain is primed to connect any unusual event to that belief. A rustling in the bushes or a sudden breeze feels more significant when paired with a whistle. Lastly, let's discuss acoustic phenomena. Certain pitches and tones can mimic distress signals in nature. Animals, and even humans, may instinctively react with heightened alertness. Could it be that whistling mimics these primal warning signs? Whistling at night doesn't just affect humans, it has a profound impact on the natural world. Certain animals, like wolves and coyotes, are highly responsive to high-pitched sounds. Whistles might mimic distress calls, provoking curiosity or aggression. Birds of prey, like owls, may perceive whistling as the call of a rival or intruder. In dense forests, whistling could disrupt nocturnal ecosystems. Some animals might mistake it for the call of a predator, triggering a chain reaction. In the Amazon, this could mean startling animals that alert larger predators to your presence. Real-world encounters illustrate these dangers. Hunters in North America tell stories of wolves responding to their whistles. In tropical regions, locals report strange animal behavior after nighttime whistling. It's easy to see how these experiences could be woven into folklore. Over generations, practical warnings about wildlife transformed into supernatural tales. Let's take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture. Why do so many cultures hold on to these warnings about whistling at night? Could it be that these beliefs aren't just about fear, but about something much more profound? Storytelling has always been a cornerstone of human culture. Long before the written word, knowledge was passed down through oral traditions, stories told by elders to younger generations. These tales weren't just entertainment, they were survival guides, moral lessons, and cultural blueprints. In many native cultures, warnings about whistling at night are deeply tied to respect for the environment. Take the Amazon rainforest, for example. Tales of the Curupira may have originated as a way to teach respect for the jungle's power and unpredictability. By embedding this lesson in a story, communities ensured that people treated the forest with caution, reducing the risk of getting lost or disturbing dangerous wildlife. In North America, legends of skinwalkers serve a similar purpose. Beyond the fear factor, these stories reinforce the importance of staying close to your community and being wary of the unknown. In a world where the wilderness could be deadly, such warnings weren't just superstitions, they were survival strategies. Let's not forget the Pacific Islands, where myths about the Hukai-Po, or night spirits, instill reverence for the spiritual world. These stories teach people to honor their ancestors and maintain harmony with the unseen forces that govern their lives. Even in modern settings, storytelling has a way of binding people together. Think about how urban legends spread. They create shared experiences, connecting individuals through a common narrative. The taboo against whistling at night continues to thrive, in part because it's passed down as a cultural artifact, a reminder of the values and fears of the past. Ultimately, these myths remind us of humanity's shared need to find meaning in the unknown. Whether the warning is about spirits, animals, or sound itself, the lesson is universal. The night is not ours to command. It is a realm of mystery, and with that mystery comes a need for respect. By telling these stories, cultures preserve not only their beliefs, but their identity, weaving a tapestry that connects the living to the past and to the natural world around them. So what do we make of this global taboo against whistling at night? We've explored its origins in mythology, its grounding in science, its impact on wildlife, and its role in cultural storytelling. Is it a practical warning, a deep spiritual truth, or simply a reflection of humanity's endless fascination with the unknown? The next time you find yourself alone in the dark, Hearing the faint whistle of the wind, think twice before responding. Perhaps the stories are more than myths. Perhaps they are a reminder of the boundaries we're not meant to cross. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed tonight's exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Greatest Mysteries and Crime. And as always, stay curious and stay cautious.